cuties. I'm at kind of a weird angle. Couldn't seem to set my phone up very well, but it will work. Today we are doing a Q&A, and if you are watching the replay of this, feel free to skip forward a few because I'm going to wait, as always, to wait for a few people to show up. I see one person in the room. I'm very excited for today's Q&A. This is the first time I've done a live Q&A, and I simply wrote down the questions. I just wrote down the questions. I didn't write down answers. I didn't really think about answers. I did write down a few notes on a couple of things, but hi Vanessa, hi Amy. Yeah, so there's a lot of questions. So once I get going, there's like 25. I think that's kind of a lot because I do talk a lot. Once I get going, I'm just gonna kind of go through them quickly as possible. And then at the end, if anyone wanted to ask anything else, we can do that. Hi, Maggie. I'm glad that you asked a question in here as well. So, yeah. So, while we're waiting for just a sec, I reached 10K, 10,000 subscribers on this channel in, what, a year and a half. I literally can't believe it. I mean, I can because I know how much work I put into my channel. I know that, but my husband actually woke me up at 5:35 this morning and was like, hey babe, you just hit 10K. And I don't know how, but he had somehow he got a notification on his phone that I reached 10K. I don't know if he set that up because he told me that he had been planning something when I got to 10K. And one thing I already know is he wants to throw me a party. So obviously couldn't throw me a party like the second that I get 10K, but yeah, I thought that was pretty sweet because he's really proud of me and he is someone who really encourages me, always supports me. He I've had a lot of people ask in general, like, how does your husband feel about it? And they I don't know. I'm like, he thinks it's great. Like, yeah. Yes, you can come, Amy. Anyways, I probably should get started into the questions because I'm just like making up my own questions because I like to talk. Hi, Amanda. Okay, guys, so yep, these are the questions that were on my video where I asked if you guys wanted to submit questions. And I've been kind of sick the last couple days, so I literally just fell out of bed. We all woke up a little late this morning, and so my son's at school right now. But yeah, okay. Got my coffee. I'm gonna just get going, so if I don't see your guys' comments up here, why do I need to explain that? You guys know. Okay, number one. Is it hard to sell something that you have made? I find that I get attached. That was by Lori Bell. She just recently ordered a book from me for her daughter. Yes, it is hard for me to give up the things that I sell. I remember probably about a year ago when I opened my Etsy shop the first time, and I had made a junk journal and I was secretly hoping that no one would buy it. Like, I want to make things for people and I like it, but it's just hard to give up something that you put so much time into. And I remember that junk journal, that probably took me at least a week, and that was working on it all the time because that was my first junk journal. So I was super sad to give it up, but at the same time, it is super awesome to know that someone wants your creation. So, yes. And I actually have a few journals that I've been holding on to for a while that I absolutely cannot let go of. And so, yeah. Okay, oh, I wanted to look a couple things up. Anyways, how did you start selling stuff? I want to sell cards and I don't know where to start. That's from Danielle Brown. Danielle's been on my channel for a while. I am feeling a little bit better today. I probably slept 8 hours or more the last 3 days. So I guess, I just needed sleep. Okay, so Danielle wanted to know how I got started. I got started just by having a YouTube channel, to be honest. I never really imagined that I would sell my things, but since I have a crafty channel and I am making things for you, I started to have people say like, oh, do you sell that? Do you sell this or that? And I'm like, no, like, would you guys want me to? And so it started out that way. There was an interest for the things that I was making, and I can imagine it would be really hard starting out an Etsy shop or selling handmade things when you don't already have a platform where people have an interest in your things, but I know it's completely doable. You absolutely can. I imagine you would have to work a little harder for advertisement and for, you know, getting people to see your creations, because, yeah. So, so she was asking, she doesn't know where to get started. Well, the only advice that I can have that I think would be the easiest way would be to start a YouTube channel. No, not really, but start posting photos of the things that you're making. You could start posting those on Facebook. I mean, you have to share it somewhere. You could just open up an Etsy shop if you wanted, but I probably wouldn't put that much time, or I wouldn't put that much into a shop until you know that there's a market, I suppose, for the things that you make. Just do it. Just post some photos and say like, hey, I'm selling these things. Okay. And I'll talk about pricing as we go through because some other people asked. Nancy Russell asked, or she said, she is looking to make journals related to the 1950s, and she explained her story in that comment, but I didn't write it all down. It was pretty cool. She said, do you know where I could find supplies? So vintage supplies, I guess. I guess thrift stores. You can look online. My friend Lindsay just recently told me that you can look on Goodwill online. I wish I remembered the website. Sorry, I'm still kind of sick, guys. I haven't found a good source of vintage supplies. I've got a bunch from friends and stuff so far, but yeah, just thrift shop, Goodwill. I try to avoid Goodwills because it's just, I don't like it. They overprice things, and I feel like, yeah, and it's an annoying place. But try to find some antique shops and thrift shops, I guess. Yeah. Okay, number 4. Christina Morris asked, how long does it take to make one junk journal? It takes an average of 15 to 20 hours for me. And so a lot of times it will take me, I would say on average, it takes me 3 days to complete a full journal. And that would be working nonstop all day long as I can. But you got to remember, I have a 5-year-old and I have a husband who I definitely spend time with every single day. So that's, you know, working all day long, but obviously taking a lot of breaks. And I am very flexible with my schedule. So like the last 3 days when I was feeling sick, if I'm sick, I'm going to take a break. Okay, I go off on tangents here. But so yes, I always keep track of how long I'm spending on my junk journals because that is important to me for pricing. And every single time I'm like, okay, the next one I will be able to get it done sooner. No, it doesn't work that way because I can't help myself. I spend that amount of time on every single page or every single book. So 15 to 20 hours is average for like a full junk journal. Okay. Tiffany George said, how did Hans and I meet? And what jobs have I done? Oh, that's fun. Hans and I met in high school, and oh yes, Graphics Fairy does have cool vintage images. Good idea. I actually just signed up for their membership. Anyways, okay, so Hans and I met in high school. I had a crush on him in high school. I was much taller than him in high school, and but he's super flirty, and we didn't date in high school. I actually ended up getting married right out of high school with a guy that I was dating. That's another story time. That didn't obviously last. So Hans and I met years after we graduated. We reconnected, and I remember for about a year I was really wanting to get reconnected with him. It was just something. I was like, I really want to know what he's up to. And so yeah, so we got reconnected through MySpace, and we literally fell in love like the day we got reconnected, pretty much. I mean, it was very quick. We got married within 3 months of getting reconnected, so that's kind of fun. He wrote a song for me and sang it at our wedding reception. I have it on video. I can find it for you guys. Okay, anyways, I get excited when I think about him. Okay, and what jobs have I done? So, oh, and oh my gosh, I said Alistair, that's my son. Hans and I have been married for 7 years now. Gosh, guys, I need to take a drink here. Okay, Tiffany also asked, what jobs have I done? Let's see. It's been so long since I've worked. I worked as a nursing assistant for a lot of years, like 5 years. And I loved it. I feel like my heart was in that job for sure, but it's very, very hard and a demanding job. And when I'm at a job or when I'm working somewhere, I put my all into it, and so it took a lot out of me. So I stopped working there because I was just like exhausted all the time. And I started working as an executive assistant, and I worked in a really cool company that made advertisement signs, I can't think right now, for like Nike and big companies. They did all of the printing and designing and things like that for like bigger companies, and I worked as a receptionist, and I booked travel and things for the guys that did all of the travel, and I worked, yeah, so that's what I did. It's just like an office job, and then after that I quit working when I got pregnant, or towards the end of my pregnancy. Okay, and I did other random jobs, but those were the two, like, you know, biggest jobs that I did. Okay, so Bon from Anthony Cooper asked quite a few questions. Favorite color? Pink. Favorite flower? I don't really have a favorite flower. I don't know. I don't have one, so I won't make one up. My 5 favorite craft tools? Let's see. Tools. Okay, good pair of scissors, a good trimmer. I actually have, this is one of my favorites right here, the Tim Holtz, this kind. Guillotine, I think. What else? Tool, crafting tool. I guess my sewing machine, yeah, I guess that's a tool. Is glue a tool? I would say glue, and specifically the Tombow Mono Liquid Aqua. And probably my cinch machine, which is what I use to bind smash books. Okay, she also said, my favorite YouTubers that inspire me for junk journals. Well, let's see. When I first started my channel, Mary Beth Hancher was someone who really kind of got me thinking, hey, I can make junk journals and make them pretty, because she does very pretty junk journal style. If you're not familiar, you should go check her out. And I always liked the idea of memory books. I always made my own, but I didn't do them in a junk journal style. But once I saw Mary Beth make hers like super pretty, she was someone who inspired me. And then other than that, I did not watch a bunch of junk journal ladies. I didn't even know it was really a thing. I just started making my own books because I always did memory books and whatnot. And from there, though, I definitely have found a number of channels, and it's hard to like name people because I don't think there's just 1 or 5 people that like really inspire me. I don't honestly get inspired by other people's junk journals or the making of junk journals. I would say I get inspired by like real life things. I have dreams that come to me. Yeah, I don't know. I definitely like watching other people that have junk journals, and yeah, okay. Let's see. Number 7, how many craft YouTuber channels do I follow? A lot. Shoot, I don't know. I'll tell you a few of the craft channels that really inspired me to start my channel. Feliz Loves Paper. She was definitely one of the first because I found her channel and I couldn't stop watching all the craftiness that she did. Sabrina Ann, I still love her. She's just a really down-to-earth, cool girl. Mary Beth Hancher, already mentioned her. Serena B, Scrap Diva 29, because they're just like really good people, and that's why I've always connected with them. And then my friend who doesn't really make videos anymore, but Jessica from Iska Star, she's just someone that really, I guess, inspired me as a friend. She was like, just go for it, just do it. Maybe that wasn't the question, but okay. In a year, how many journals do I gift rather than sell? I don't know. I guess I don't know a number, but like for instance at Christmas, I probably gifted about 5. Like that was what I made for gifts for my sister, my mom, my mother-in-law, other people. And they also asked, do I donate to a charity? I haven't yet, but that's a cool idea. I am probably going to be making a junk journal for my 10K giveaway along with some other things, but that's not really like giving away to a charity. But yeah, my hair's crazy. Danielle, I answered your question at the beginning, so I know you just hopped on, but basically you were asking where, well, just watch back when it's back up, but you were wondering where you could start by selling your cards, and I was just saying that you should just start posting pictures on your Facebook and just be confident. Just say like, hey, I make these cards, I'm selling them, and I would start there. That's a good place. Okay, number 8. Okay, oh, so let's see. Scrappy Stamper asked, she said that she was at a loss for how to use her own junk journals, and she wanted some suggestions for getting started. She mentioned that she had a messy craft room, and my idea would be to start by organizing your craft room. A lot of times I have messes going on. As you can see, I didn't even clean for this video, but they're organized messes. Like seriously, like I have a pile here, and this is a pile of things that I need to sew. This right here, this is all ephemera that I pulled for garden journals that I'm working on right now. Another thing that I would suggest if you're having a hard time getting started, if it's a photo or journaling that you want to put in your junk journal, pull that picture, like print it out, have it ready, and then think about what elements you would like to include in your page. You don't have to pick exactly, but for instance, for my garden journals, see I'm working on 3, and this is a little different because this is making a junk journal rather than decorating a page, but I would do the same thing. I went through everything that I had and I pulled things that I think would be good for those journals, or say for that page, and I just have like a little container thing here of all of the elements that might be used. So just get organized and just do it. Okay. We got a lot more to go, guys. Oh my gosh, 17 minutes. So sorry. Okay. How old was I when I first started crafting? Pink Butterfly asked. I was pretty young. My mom is very crafty. She's a seamstress, or she was growing up. She made all of my clothes growing up, and so I think I was just always around it. I remember as a young child making my own photo frames, and I would make books, and I would make all kinds of things. So I think it's just in my blood. Okay. If I missed a comment, feel free. So at the end, I'll wait and give you guys a chance to ask more questions if you want to stick around that long. I know it's really long. Okay, number 10, the weirdest item that I put into my journal, and that's by Ragdoll Libby. The weirdest thing that I've probably put in my own junk journal, probably my son's hair. Like he recently just got a haircut and he has a lot of hair, so I took a little piece of hair and I put it in a bag. It's in my journal. I guess that's probably the weirdest. Number 11, how do I manage life, family time versus social media time? And this is by Christy Nitro. By the way, I love Christy Nitro's channel so much. She's so darn cute, and she lives in the fabulous Las Vegas. I know that because she says that on her videos. She said that she struggles to put a video up, like one video up in a week, and she doesn't even have kids, but she does work long hours. Well, there you go. You work. So that would be very hard to put a video up. See, I'm home. If I worked a full-time job away from home, absolutely no way that I would be able to get a video up every day. I work at home, or yeah, I stay home. I am home 24/7 pretty much. And even though I do have a kid, he is 5 and he's a very good kid. Anyways, he's just very, I guess, independent. I hate that word for kids, but I think you guys know what I mean. He likes to play by himself, and even when he does want to hang out with mom, he likes to do things that I'm doing. But if he needs me, and if it's time during the day where we do a project together, which I spend a lot of time with him throughout the day, I can stop my stuff, or I usually do my filming either when he's in bed. I do a lot of stuff late at night. That's why you guys see me up late at night, because I do spend a lot of my time with my son and my husband. Let's see. Oh, yes. Yes. Tori just made a good point, and I was actually just going to say that. I always pre-film. And what I mean by that is on the weekends when my husband's home playing with Alistair, they're out doing something at the park, or even they're here, I film a lot right when they're next to me, I will pre-film 5 videos, and I have them organized so that it doesn't take me all day. It takes me just a little, maybe a couple hours. And then I have 5 videos ready to go. So I am not filming every day. Never have. I've always been someone that pre-films. And so Tori made a great, she brought up something great. She said that she works too, I think, it went kind of fast, and that she will film like 20 videos at once, and then there you go. You have all of your videos for the month. So I imagine that would be hard if you work a lot, because that's tiring, but when filming is something that you want to do, like you can't think of anything else that you want to do. You want to film so bad. I guess just make it a priority. And I'm not saying that you don't. I'm just saying I think that would be very challenging. It would be very hard because once you get home, you're probably tired and you probably want to work on projects for yourself. But a lot of the times the things that I'm filming are projects that I'm working on for myself, or, whatever. So yeah, I just think it's easy because I'm home. So, hi guys, hello to those of you. I'm obviously already answering questions, but feel free to watch back when the video's up. I still have quite a few questions to go through, and I'm trying to answer as we go, but feel free to ask questions at the end too, or as we go. Hopefully I'll see them. Okay, let's see. Okay, number 12. Hi, Sheila. I hope I said your name right. Do I use a planner anymore? This is by Amy Summers. Amy's been a subscriber of mine, and I would consider her a friend too, since I started. I have a planner right here. It's like a bullet journal kind of thing, but no, I don't really use it. And you know why? I don't have time. So it's turned into a to-do list. I literally just write down the things that I have to do, because I don't have time to do it all. I would love to keep up on a planner, and it's important to me to have a planner, but I can't do it all. So nope. I wish that I think that I might go back to using a happy planner, because it's all set up for me and it's very easy, and I do feel that I want my things to be a little bit more organized. So I probably will go back to using a happy planner. I have one actually, I just haven't had time to set it up. So there you go. Let's see. How do I know how much to charge for an item? And that was by Maggie. This is a really tough question, guys. Someone actually emailed me or sent a message saying like, hey, I'm wanting to sell journals. I don't know how much to sell it for. Can you tell me how you figure that out? Like, how much should I sell my journal for? That's a really hard one, guys. I still don't feel like I am at a good, I don't know what I'm trying to say. I don't feel like I am at a point where I feel 100% good about the prices that I put on my items, because I spend a lot of time on the things that I'm making. When you're spending 15 or 20 hours on one junk journal, even if I was selling that at $100 and, divide that and then think about all of the products that you're putting into it, yeah, I don't know. Anyways, so there are like charting systems out there, not charting systems, there are formulas that will break it down, and they will say, okay, how much money worth product did you put into your journal? Okay, times that by 2 and then times that by 2. I don't know. I don't use a formula. I actually did when I first started my Etsy store a year ago, and I just never felt like it was accurate pricing. I didn't feel good about it. I felt like some of my things were underpriced, but pricing handmade things is tricky, because even though they are unique and you can't buy them anywhere else, depending on what they are, someone might not want to spend that much on it because they can go to Target and buy a pack of cards for $2 and you're wanting to sell your one handmade card for $5, $6, $7, $8, $10. I mean, whatever it might be. So it's really hard, but one thing that I will say is don't sell yourself short, because even if you feel like your items might be this price, but they're not selling because maybe people don't want to pay that much, I would say don't go down on your pricing if you don't really feel like you should. For me, I would rather not sell anything than sell things for what I don't think they're worth just to get them to sell, if that makes sense. I feel pretty good about my pricing, but every book might be a different price, so it just depends on this isn't really an answer. Sorry, but yeah, you are right, Paper Pixie Reem. Wait, did I get your name right? I think I did. Yes, a lot of people don't appreciate handmade things, but I don't know. It's really tough, actually. Yeah, I feel super, I guess, blessed and lucky that people want to buy the things that I make for the price that I put them at, because I do feel pretty good about it, but it's just hard. Who knows if in a year junk journals are going to be cool or they're going to be a thing. So that's why I try to be very flexible with it, I guess. Okay, let's see. Number 14, oh wait, please don't sell yourself short. Yes, I agree, Tori. Just don't, yeah. I don't know, I feel like I could go off on this for a really long time. Yeah, don't price your things to sell. Price them for what you think is a fair price. And if they don't sell, then I don't know. I don't know what to say. You wish you could sell your cards, Danielle? Yeah, I would just, it's a hard thing. You can't just list something and hope that it's going to sell. You have to do a lot of work. Let's see. Yes, that's a good idea too, or that's a good point too. Tori was just saying that, let's say junk journals go for around $60. I'm just saying that as an average, and you sell yours for $10 because you just want it to sell. Oh gosh, what was she just saying? That is going to kind of make, I don't really know. Oh, you guys, Tori just brought up a good point. Shoot, can you just come over, Tori, and come talk with me? That would be really fun. Okay, I'm gonna move on. I could talk about Etsy and pricing like in a whole different video. Someone asked, what's your number one favorite medium to use in art? Let's see, my number one favorite medium. So I guess when she asked that, I'm thinking like art journaling. I really like using watercolors. I don't know if that's what she is saying. But yeah, Tori, you and I should do like a collab talking about this pricing thing. Oh gosh, okay, anyways. My brain goes off, okay, yeah. Anyways, how do I balance pattern papers, digitals, recycled materials? And this is Renee from GT Designs and Vintage Art Supplies. By the way, I just want a giveaway from her channel. And I'm so excited. I wanted such a cool junk journal package, and it was like hosted by Reem from Pixie Paper, or Paper Pixie. I think she's on here right now. So she did the giveaway, and then Renee like hosted it, or maybe I'm saying that backwards. Anyways, she wants to know how I balance all of the different papers that go into a junk journal. I do have a system for this. On a average journal, I pick 10 pattern papers. I pick 10 papers that are like coffee dyed, and that could be a mixture of graph paper, regular paper, ledger paper, but those are all coffee dyed. And then I pick 10 papers that are like a bag, a card, an envelope, things like those that are going to be used as a page. So then that's 30 pages right there, and then folded in half, whatever, it's more, you know what I'm trying to say. And that makes like 60, and that's just average. If I'm doing a bigger book, I would add in more. If I'm doing a smaller book, I would take out less, but I always do a third pattern paper, a third coffee dyed paper, and then a third like extras. So hopefully that answers that. Okay, how do I feel, or how did I feel when I sold my first creation, and was it on Etsy? Yes, it was on Etsy, and I felt amazing. I still have videos about when I first opened my Etsy shop like a year ago before I closed it, and it's still just as amazing to sell things. I get excited, I literally jump around the house, I tell Alistair, I tell Hans, and we all get excited. Bye, Amy. And someone just said, how long did it take? Oh, how long? Can you show us how to sew your pages in? I have shown you guys many times. I have, I have a few videos where I show you how to sew pages in, but I guess it depends on what, because I make lots of different types of books, but I do have a couple videos. I always forget to come back and link videos down below, but I do have a couple videos. Okay, so, I better get going. Oh, and then she asked, sorry if I'm not saying the names for all these, what's your criteria for pricing? We kind of already went over that. I want to go on that cruise, Tori. I want to. I don't like to plan this far in advance. That's the problem. I think it's in February or something. Yeah, because our family goes out of town a lot. Like for my husband's work, he's a DJ. And so, I don't know, we travel a lot and stuff. It's just really hard to pre-plan something like that. But, okay, and criteria for pricing. So like I said, there are charts that you can find. I would look up criteria for pricing handmade items, and there is a chart. You can at least start out that way. I would say to start out pricing your things maybe a little lower, just so you have room to go up. Not low to the point where you feel bad, but you know. Okay, and you were asking if I have a tutorial showing how to sew the pages in. Yes, I do. It was a live video, and so it's not that amazing, and I've been meaning to refilm it, but if you look on my channel under cross stitch tutorial, junk journal, something like that, because I usually always do cross stitch, and so I do show you live, but it's not a great tutorial. I also have a video called, I think, junk journal tutorial, where I show you a very simple way to sew the pages in. I will try to get that link below this video once it's up. Okay. Amy from Scrappy Ways said, what's your earliest childhood memory? And have you always lived in Oregon? Yes, I have always lived in Oregon, and my earliest childhood memory, I remember it. I was at Disneyland, and I remember I was eating an ice cream, and I had the packaging to the ice cream, and I looked all around like to see if anyone was looking, and I took the packaging and I threw it behind the bench that I was sitting on, like I littered, and I remember feeling sick to my stomach that I littered. That's so funny, but I remember that. I was little. Okay, what was my experience trying to conceive with Alistair? So if you guys don't know, I deal with like infertility now, trying to have my second baby. I didn't have any issues getting pregnant with Alistair. In fact, I went off birth control, and like 3 months later I got pregnant, and we weren't really trying, I just wasn't on birth control. So it's very odd that I'm having issues now, but I don't know. I don't really know. That's what we're trying to figure out. Okay. What's my favorite project that I've ever made? Oh, that's hard. Let's see. Bye, Dana. Have a good rest of the day. Thanks for watching me on your lunch break. Gosh, favorite project? Maybe my December daily book. I wish I could grab it. Well, whatever. Yeah, just because I put a lot of work into it, and I literally scrapbooked every single day in December. And even though I do memory keeping monthly, and I do take pictures like quite often and add them into my books, that was like an every single day kind of thing, and it was really cool, and I love looking through it, and so does my son. Okay. And Sandy from Scrap Crafters says, oh, sorry, she was the one that asked me that last question. Huh. Okay. Estella Wilson Creations, she said, do I vacation a lot? And how do I save? We don't go on big vacations a lot. We went to Disneyland 2 years ago, and we are most likely, if we can find the time, we want to go on a cruise this summer actually, or Disneyland, something like that. And how do we save? To be honest with you, we don't really we're not someone that saves over the year or anything like that. We literally, I don't know. My husband DJs a lot more in the summer, and he makes pretty good money from that. Like, you know, from one event, it would be enough maybe for a vacation kind of thing. So we usually literally just are like, okay, we don't need the extra money from DJing for this month, so we'll use that for vacationing. But we are also not someone that goes on a vacation every single year. It would just, yeah, I don't know. So that's not really a lot of help. But we also do a lot of little mini road trips throughout the summer. So while we might not go on a vacation every year, we do tons of little getaway trips to the beach that's 3 hours away, or Bend, Oregon. We go there a lot. That's 3 hours away. We really like to do that because it's just more of an experience. It's less money, and yeah, it works for our schedules too. Okay. How did I start making junk journals? And have I always lived in Oregon? Yep, already said I've always lived here in Oregon. And I just started making them because I was making my own memory books. I think I've gone over this a lot. Okay, Kay Hammock said, where did my crafting start? It started when I was little, just making all kinds of weird crap. Oh, someone asked, but I couldn't find it again. Someone was like, do you cook in your kitchen? Probably asking that because I have all of my craft stuff in here. I actually cook a lot. We eat mostly home cooked meals. I don't cook every night now because I'm super busy, but cooking was probably like one of my first loves. Cooking and gardening. I actually used to make cooking videos on my vlog channel. They are hilarious, and they're still up on my We're a Cool Fam channel. But, so yes. Yes. Okay. Let's see here. So from Instagram, there were a couple questions. If I were not a crafter or a mom, what would I be doing? Oh, that's a hard one. I guess I did always want to go to nursing school. I don't know if that's hard to say. I don't know what I would be doing. I was never happy working like an 8 to 5 kind of job, 9 to 5, whatever it is. So I would hope to heck that I wasn't doing that. That's why I love that I'm able to stay home. That's something I have always wanted to do, is just be home. Probably even if I didn't have a kid, I would want to try and figure out a job that I could do from home. I am just most comfortable in my home. I mean, I know a lot of people are. Yeah. My favorite food, anything with cheese in it. Favorite movies to watch. I don't really like watching TV or movies. I don't have a favorite movie. I don't like to sit and watch movies. And let's see. Earliest childhood memory. Oh, I already answered that. I don't know how I didn't do that. Okay, guys. Oh, you want to know a random fact about me is I used to model. I did runway modeling. But anyways, I just remembered that because, you know, on Facebook, when it's like, this is your photo from 8 years ago, there was a picture of me modeling, and I was modeling like a bra and underwear, and I was like, I put that on Facebook? Like, I think it's funny now looking at something like that. And I mean, whatever, it's just bra and underwear, you can't see anything else, but it's funny to me. I was like, not reposting that one. I mean, you can still probably find it on my page, but anyways, guys, well, whew, I'm tired. That was a lot of questions. If you guys have any more questions, feel free to bring them on up. Oh, good, Maggie, I'm glad. I didn't really give you a good question about pricing. Yeah, it's just a really hard thing, and like I said, I think an entire video devoted to that would be cool, and I'm actually going to talk to Tori to see if she might want to do that. So, yeah, guys, it's going to be 85 degrees here today. It's already warm. Yes, wait. Amy, I did answer your question from YouTube question call out. Wait, I know that I answered your question, but now that I just went through so many, I can't remember what it was. Let's see. I know that I answered your question. Oh, wait, you asked if I wanted, I had to write these down because they're on my phone and I couldn't see. Maybe you had a part 2, because I think you asked if I was still using my planner. Oh, you asked if I would like a care package from your craft supply clean out, I think. Maybe that's what you asked. I mean, yeah, I can't say no to that. But if I missed a question, feel free to ask again. Okay. Yeah, that's cool. You're cleaning out your craft room. Are you just, yeah. 7 p.m. there. Dang. Just keep doing what I'm doing. Oh, thanks, Reem. I'm excited that I just recently found your channel, and you make really awesome junk journals. So, I feel like the connection's all choppy over here. Guys, I have a lot of work to do. Yeah, being sick is kind of a bummer. I mean, no matter what kind of work you do, because, yeah, you know, it puts you behind. Oh, yes, and I absolutely will put this video up. It'll probably be up in, 5 or 10 minutes after we are done here so that you can catch up on all of the questions. That was really fun. I had a lot of fun even just talking about how Hans and I met. And I want to find that video. He probably doesn't want, no, he doesn't care. He's a musician, like he's all right with it. Oh, Maria, I saw that post too where, yeah, someone was complaining about the cost of the handmade bracelet. And so that person said, okay, well, you tell me how much you want to pay for it. And the person said like a low answer. And so that person sent her the supplies and she's like, there, that's what you paid for, was the supplies. I think that's a good point though. In one of my junk journals, I feel like I put a lot of product into it because I always add a charm, I add metal corners, I add, expensive laces. Like lace is so expensive, and to use lace on all of the edges of the pages, like I don't know right now, but I know when I first started selling these, I would add up and it was a lot in products. And Tori, any tips for, I think you were asking if there are any tips for doing a live video. I don't know, I guess just be in a comfortable spot. I obviously don't clean my mess, just be comfortable. And I'm always a little bit nervous, so that's okay to be nervous. But I know I've seen you do a couple live videos, so maybe that's not what you asked. Hi, Pamela. And then someone else said that they wanted to start a YouTube channel, and any tips on that. And Danielle, you would be scared to do a YouTube video or channel. Yeah, it's scary. I mean, there's no way to start a YouTube channel and just from the start be confident and not be nervous. You are always going to be nervous starting something new. I was so scared starting out my YouTube channel. If you would look back on my first videos, which I started out as vlogging, I talked different. I mean, just as any YouTuber, your first videos are always horrible. You just have to do it. If it's something that you want to do bad enough, you are going to push yourself to do it. And I don't think, I mean, yeah, if you don't want to do it that bad, then maybe it's not the right thing for you. And I'm not trying to push anyone away. I'm just saying, like, I think that you just got to push yourself to do it if you want to do it. Yeah. Oh, that's a great idea. Tori mentions that you can start by uploading a video and make it private or unlisted. Or yeah, just share it with people on your Facebook or in a Facebook group. That's a good idea. Maybe not just on Facebook, but in a Facebook group. That's a great idea. And I think that's a really good tip because just start by filming something really easy, something that you don't have to do editing. Because I also used to really highly edit my videos, and that's a lot to learn in itself. So try by starting to film something simple like a haul. When you are done shopping at Michael's or something like that, set your phone up. I mean, of course, you're gonna have to have some way to set your phone up, or a camera if you have a camera. Get that all set up, film it, and then watch it back. That's the only way that you are going to learn. You're probably going to think it's horrible. You're going to say, oh, I hate how my voice sounds. But after a while, you get used to it, and you just have to do it. And then someone was asking, I think, if this sewing machine was good for a beginner. I only am a beginner, and I love this sewing machine. So what is this? It's the Brother Project Runway Limited Edition, and right now it is on sale for $89 at Walmart. I would do a video showing you guys, I can show a video showing you all about it and stuff like that, because I couldn't find a video where someone showed me how to thread the darn thing, so I had to figure it out myself. I did find a video, and it was not a good video, or yeah. I felt like she made it assuming that people already knew how to thread sewing machines, because I'm not familiar with the terms or anything like that, so I figured it out. But I love this, and I would highly recommend it. It's only $89. I think that's good. Dear user camera. I'm not sure what that means. So let's see. I feel like there might have been another question. Oh, look at that. I get sidetracked so easily. That's why I write things down, because I always have 500 craft ideas come into my head. This morning, I felt like I had a genius idea come to me. I was like, oh my gosh, I have to write that down right now, and I wrote it down because I didn't want to forget what it was. Anyways, I get really sidetracked. I found this really cool travel fabric. I'm making a travel journal, or 2 of them actually, and I thought that was really cool. Anyways, I just got sidetracked because I could see it right over here. Yes, I always have 500 things going on in my head, and I just feel like I have non-stop ideas for videos, so I write those down. That's another thing you can do, is if you are wanting to start a YouTube channel, start making a list of the different videos you think you would want to make. Yeah, I think you just gotta do it. So, guys, wow, 45 minutes. I should probably go. Oh, Linda, that's okay that you're late. I'm always late. Do you remember what date they told you the Stitch Happy would ship? Oh, yes. Hi, Renee. That's okay that you are late. I answered your question. Oh, yes, Tori. They actually just messaged me and said they were going to ship on June 5th. They're going to get them on June 1st. Yeah. You're intimidated, but you want to try sewing. Jessica, you're a beginner. Or, yes, I am a beginner. I mean, I started sewing on a kind of a crappy sewing machine a little while ago, but this sewing machine makes it so much easier. I sewed yesterday like a stack of things right here, all for my junk journals, but yeah, I am a beginner. It's actually not, it's not hard, even if you're a beginner. I swear, with this sewing machine, or probably like a decent sewing machine, it's really not hard. You just press a button and go. Oh, you would love to see me sew a couple pages. I would love to do that. I'll have to figure out a way to set up my camera really good for you guys, but I would absolutely love to do that. I know, it is a pile of, like, oh, I watched a video where someone showed these pockets right here. I thought that was kind of fun. Why am I getting the Stitch Happy? Oh, long story. I ordered the Stitch Happy probably a month ago, and then my other sewing machine broke, which, by the way, now comparing it to this one, I spent hours trying to sew like a little stack of papers on that sewing machine, because every 5 seconds I had to rethread the thing or a needle broke. It finally broke all the way, and so I needed a sewing machine like stat, because I have junk journal orders right now and I sew my pages, or I sew, like, you know, the little lace on and stuff. So I could not wait to get the Stitch Happy because the shipping date was pushed out till June 5th. And so, I was like, I need a sewing machine tonight. I have books that are like due tomorrow, and I do not like to have my orders go out late, even if it is my own thing and I could be flexible, and I know people will always understand. But I treat it like a real job. I treat it, yeah, I already said that, like a real job. Yeah, you would probably think I have ADHD, and not to make fun of it. I'm just saying, like, yeah, I'm all over the place. Yeah, so guys, that was really fun. I think I answered lots of questions, and yeah, that was a lot of fun. I was just thinking about, I was looking down at my my little things of fabric and lace, and I'm just thinking, I just got done sewing lace onto pages for 6 journals, and I feel like I have no more lace left. I need to buy more. It's so expensive though. Oh, probably half of the money that I make on junk journals goes back into supplies. But hey, half of it is extra, and I've made half of my husband's income this month. You haven't, oh man, I didn't read that last one. All right, guys. I better go. So you're wanting suggestions on how to get people to watch a new YouTube channel. You need to post your videos on all of your social media. You need to be annoying about it. You need to post it on your Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. Use hashtags on Instagram. Use hashtags on Twitter. post your videos in as many YouTube, Facebook groups as you can get into. That's annoying too. I would be very active on YouTube. Watch videos that are like yours and comment on all of those videos. Don't comment like, hey, let's do sub for sub. You need to comment, actually watch the videos. Comment something about that video like, oh hey, I love that junk journal you made. I'm working on a couple on mine too. Something like that. Or oh, that is such a pretty card that you just made. I actually just uploaded one where I used that same technique. Something like that. Just get your channel name out there. Try not to be annoying about it. I know that, and do not do sub for sub. It doesn't matter how many subscribers you have. I know it's exciting that I just reached 10K, but that's not the most important thing. The most important thing is your views. You do not want to do sub for sub. You don't want people subscribing to your channel that are not going to watch your videos. Yeah, I hope that helps. It's hard starting out, it really is. And depending on what type of content you were putting out, it's really hard because I started out with a vlog channel and the vlogging community is super oversaturated, so my channel did not grow very well. I'm only at 1,000 subscribers on my vlog channel, and I shouldn't say only, that's a lot, but I've had that channel longer than I've had this one. So it just depends on what content. I would say don't have goals. Don't be like, oh, I want to reach this many subscribers by this date. Oh, maybe you can. Maybe this is bad advice, but I'm just saying you might be let down if you do that. I would focus more on putting love into your videos, getting something out of your videos yourself, and then you're not really going to care. You're not going to care so much. I know that's hard because I know people want to make money on YouTube. I make monthly income from YouTube, but I am not lying to you. I would still put videos out if I was not. When I was vlogging, I was not making not even 1 cent. So, yeah. Okay, guys, I think I missed another question. I talk a lot, and I don't talk this much in real life. Maybe I do, but not if I just met you. You're making cards, happy planner journal, and different cards. Oh, Nadine. Yeah, so... Oh, giveaways? I think the giveaways are good too. Yep, that definitely brings people to your channel. I think you do have to be a little careful with that because you don't want people subscribing to your channel just because of a giveaway. So just be very cautious about the rules that you place on the giveaway. When I first started my channel, I didn't have it be a rule that you were a subscriber. I just said I would really love for people to enter this giveaway that actually watch my videos. But of course, that's all personal preference. I was just always nervous that people would subscribe to my channel just because I was having a giveaway. But I think it's also good to have rules. So I don't know. It's hard. You just kind of have to play around with it and see what works for you. There's all types of ways that you can do giveaways and have it not be, I don't really know what I'm trying to say. Hello Sunshine Vlog says, should you do a giveaway if you only have 72 subscribers? 72 subscribers is great. Oh, sorry, I'm just reading other things. I don't really have a schedule for my live videos. I just gotta do it when I have a chance. What was I going to say? You can certainly do a giveaway if you want, as having 72 subscribers. I think giveaways are fun. So, you know, I would do something, I would do something on the giveaway where people have to be involved. So maybe say, hey, I'm doing a giveaway, and to enter, make a project and post a picture of it. Or to enter, share my channel page on social media somewhere. Something like that. But you also have to think about how are you going to check and make sure that everyone actually entered, because that's actually really hard to be like, oh, okay, I need to go on... Yeah, I don't know. Never mind. Guys, I gotta go. But I love talking to you. I cannot believe that we've been here for almost an hour. What? Thank you, guys. And I am gonna go. Oh, yes, I am definitely doing a 10K giveaway because it is fun to hit those milestones. But I haven't put the giveaway up yet, so I gotta figure that one out. I got here a little quicker than I imagined. Alright guys, I hope you have a good day. Don't forget to subscribe if you already haven't. Just kidding.